this case in one sitting. How long did it take you? Oh shit. Shush! Oh damn. Is that a fucking monster, bro? Uh-oh. This kid, I was wondering who this kid was in the third case. That doesn't help me, though. Man, what? Kind of looks like you, Gorilla. This is a top tier case. I've heard very good things about this case. But yeah, this must be a long ass case now. All right. So what's next for the great Miles Edgeworth, huh? So this is like right after, huh? Wait, you are serious about not being a prosecutor no more, ain't you? Yes, I am. No longer a prosecutor. It's hard to believe, and yet I can't stop thinking about what Mr. DeKiller said. Me either. Congratulations on another case solved. Yet I can't truly say it's been fully resolved, can you? This isn't over. We still don't know who the mysterious figure in the red raincoat at the Gort Lake was. Or who really wrote that letter. We've been dancing to somebody else's tune this whole time. But who? Still can't let it go, huh? You're like a dog with a danged bone. Both of y'all are. Well, it got me some reportering to do. So I'll catch y'all some other time, I guess. Please get out my face, Lana. Thanks. Wow, you have a new story to chase already? Trying to patronize me, girlie? You bet I got new stories. More than you can shake and stick at. A good reporter always has 3 or 4 leads bubbling away in the old scoop pot. Somebody, please. Whoa, what now? Oh, it's this girl. Please, you have to help me. Huh? Do I know her? What's the matter? Has something happened? There's a body. Body? It looks almost like a monster might have... A monster? Well, I'll be. Anybody else smell the sweet, sweet smell of scoop soup? No, is Lotta coming with us? No. This way, hurry. No! It's happened now. What indeed? So there's only one way to find out. Oh boy. Empty lot. Is this Yakuza, bro? The empty lot? Huh? These look like... Yep, footprints. This right here is photo gold. Footprints? But how big would a creature have to be to leave prints like that? Mr. Edgeworth, look! Oh shit, it's the president. Shilong Lang. What's he doing here? Wait, the guy on the floor, that's... No. Dai Jun Wang, the president of Zhengfa. Agent Lang. Mr. Prosecutor, how'd you get here so quick? What's going on here? Huh? You don't think that's exactly what I'm trying to figure out myself? Can't blame him for being on edge, I suppose. The leader of his country's dead. Speaking of which... Damn. Gets stomped out. The body's lying inside one of the footprints. What on earth happened to him? Really, Lotta? Wow. The monster? Monster? What the heck you want me to say, huh? Them's right there's monster prints, mister. That big old bag Tarusaurus done stomped right through here. I ain't never been sure of nothing. Taru? What? And I suppose you mean you are sure? This right here is the scoop to scoop up all the other scoops and bury them 10 feet deep. Man trampled by giant monster. They'll lead with that in every paper from here to Honolulu. Bro got shot by the red balloon. What's up, Jiro? Ridiculous. There's no such thing as monsters. Wait. The honor is all mine, Mr. Edgeworth. I am Daiju Wang. Your efforts on behalf of Jigfa have not gone unnoticed. You averted something of a crisis. You're the assassin we've been looking for? Shelly the killer, bro. Did he finally manage to... You! Did you discover the body? Yes, that is... What are you doing, Agent Lang? Lang Shi says. I love Agent Lang. Begin at the beginning with the first person to arrive at the scene. Well, did you really just discover the body? No way, Lang. No way. Yes. Hey, go easy on her. Can't you see she's scared? I don't think he's in the mood to go easy on anybody. Nobody's getting it easy today. Do you have any idea who that is lying dead over there? That's President Wang, the leader of Zhengfa.
Hold it!
Please, Agent Lang, take a chill pill, bruh. You don't seem your usual self, in more ways than one, in fact. When we first met, you had more underlings than I could count. You were known for your unrivaled arrest rate and your cool head under pressure. Now the underlings are gone, and you've forgotten the fundamentals of police work. What happened? What did you just say? Shouldn't you be looking over the scene instead of accusing the first person you run into? Or is it me who's forgotten the fundamentals? God. I don't need you to tell me how to do my job. I'm just about to get started. Good. That seems to have calmed him down a little bit. We should take a look around too, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, I think we should. I need to tell the police arrive. I'm not strictly supposed to conduct investigations anymore. Don't nobody need to do no looking around. I done told y'all who did this. This was the Tarosaurus, or my name ate a lot of heart. Wait. Now, who did this? What did it? Yeah, that. Are you quite finished? We have an investigation to be getting on with. Step aside, please. You can't order me around no more, mister. You step out of my dang ways, more like it. Y'all mess with this here scoop of mine, there'll be heck to pay and then some. Excuse me? The woman who found the body. Where do I know her from? You're Mr. Edgeworth, right? You remember me? Oh, yeah, of course. We met at, that one case. No way, you two know each other? Yes, as a matter of fact, we do. From somewhere. Great to meet you, I'm Kay Faraday, Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Wow, never knew you had your own adorable little assistant. I'm Penny Nichols. I work over at Global Studios. I'm in charge of props. It's nice to meet you. Ah, of course. Steel Samurai case, bro. One of my old cases involved a murder on the set of a Steel Samurai movie. She was a member of the crew and provided some key evidence. The Steel Samurai case. Our paths must have crossed several times while it was all going on. And yet, I'd completely forgotten her. It's good to see you again. So if you're here, I guess that means... That's right. We're here on a location filming for Global Studios. Kind of a big feature, to tell you the truth. I was first in today, wanted to make an early start. But then I noticed something was wrong. The footprints and the body. We'll take a closer look at the body in just a moment. In the meantime, can I ask you to notify the police? Yes, of course, right away. I need to speak to her at length a little later. But first, let's go over the scene. There's plenty to look at besides the body. I need to examine everything in detail. Woo! Miss Nichols, where does this exit lead? That? Oh, onto the ground of the big building. And another case with direct ties to that same building. Big building, bro. The building with the hidden 51st floor used to store lots of illicit auctions. I guess it wouldn't be much of a surprise if it turned out to be hiding yet more secrets. Oh. Huh? Look at this chain and padlock. Oh, look at that! Somebody cut the chain. They did? I'm sure we're still intact when I left yesterday. I'd say it's possible that this is where the killer entered from. Eek! What's the matter now? Look at that huge dent. How did that get there? Right, that is a big dent. Probably from the big loaf that's on the ground. It would have taken a sizable object to make it, and a heavy one too. I wasn't like that yesterday either. Was it? I guess that means the dent must have been made last night at some point. So the grounds of the big building lie beyond this gate? To look at it from here, you'd think it was just an ordinary building, huh? Hey! Oh my god, they're so cute, dog. They're so cute. And there's no one really special around to speak of either. There's no one really special around. My ass, Kay. I wish Kay met Phoenix. Well, no one from our current vantage point at any rate. Yo. That's cute, man. Anyway, we don't have time to ponder such things. We need to investigate this entire lot. What is it now? Can't y'all see I'm busy? Girl needs room to work, you know. Why are you so obsessed with the idea that this was a monster attack? Monsters don't exist. Surely even you know that. What did you... You don't know what the heck you're talking about. Taurosaurus is real, dang it. I know that for a fact. For a fact. And how is that possible exactly? Because I done seen him. Oh my god. Here we go. What? You saw a Taurosaurus? Where? How? It's a Moozilla. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that's a thing then. Everybody calls it the Moo. I'll call it the Moo. Heck yeah, I seen him. The big bad bull himself. Himself. Right there in front of me. I was up on 51 over at their big building just yesterday, right? Gathering materials for your story on the underground auction. Yes, we remember. Well, ain't you just Mr. Memory Man? That's right, I done seen him right when I took that photo. The person in the red raincoat. Miss Ringer, right? Yep. Y'all see that bind right there next to Little Miss Redcoat? Guess who was on the other side of it at that very moment? That's right, Taurosaurus. There's nothing there. Well, I can't rightly capture every dang thing. I was just a little too far away, that's all. But I seen it, all right. Boy, did I. Taurosaurus' big old eyes staring right at me, peeking right in at the window. Window peeking monster. Anyhow, I don't got time to be shooting the breeze with y'all. I got snaps to snap, reportage to report. Just quit bugging me, will ya? Go on, get! That entire story was ridiculous. You didn't believe a word she said, did you, Mr. Edgeworth? Is it that obvious? I love Edgeworth, dog. I know I've said this like a billion times before. I'm going to say it 1,000,000,001 times. I was kind of iffy on Edgeworth throughout the entire like main series, but these investigation games have really made me respect him more. I like Edgeworth a lot now after these games. All right, let's talk to... Actually, let's... It really is him, huh? It certainly appears to be. The same man we met only a few days ago. It's only been a few days since the first game. So this time, the president really did get assassinated. If that is what happened, the assassin certainly chose an attention-grabbing method. I must scour the scene and expect anything that catches my attention. No obvious wounds, but he's definitely not breathing. So it really was a monster. Trampled by a giant creature? Possible. Huh? There's something stuck to the front of his clothes there. Yeah, speckles of a yellow substance. I bet it's monster drool. Yeah, that must be it. Please, Kay, can you at least try to be sensible? We need a forensics to tell us what it might be. Alright, that looks to be pretty much everything the body can tell us for now. I better note it all down. The body's surrounded by pieces of smashed up concrete. Yes, they look to have been thrown clear when the ground was broken. Phew! Sent flying by the mighty impact of a giant creature's foot. Sure, assuming this was the work of a giant creature. Just look at that shape. I know a hoof when I see one. There's only one thing that can possibly be the footprint of an enormously terrifying beast. It's not just the one. There are three. But you know that's impossible, don't you? You know that monsters aren't real. Sure, I probably know that somewhere deep down. But it's way more fun to believe they are. Our job is to pursue the truth, Kay. Not to believe what feels most fun in the moment. So, Mr. Prosecutor, we meet again. Oh, why is this song so sad, bruh? Yes, we saw you at the detention center the other day, too. You had some business to take care of, I take it, Agent Lang? You could say that. Nothing that need concern you, though. Yeah, you really have a habit of showing up in the wrong place at the wrong time. You're a bad penny, a bad omen, and a bad smell all rolled into one. I thought you liked us after the first game, Lang. What happened? Just stay out of my way, okay? I got a president to avenge. About it. What is this song? You were already at the scene when we got here. Why? What were you doing in the area? What am I, a suspect? You might be. Look, I heard a scream and came running, okay? Guess it's our friend from the crew. Came in from that gate over there. Somebody already got rid of the lock for me. Not completely, I can still see it on the floor there. Perhaps I should take a closer look. What I got here, I saw the movie girl running out of the other gate. In other words, he arrived right around the same time we did. So you have business here at the big building? Something like that. A date with destiny, let's call it. He was similarly enigmatic when we saw him at the detention center. Let me guess, you're a huge creature fan. Wow, you're a huge creature feature fan, so you came to see them filming the Taurosaurus movie? Creature features? What do you think I am? Not the type of person who thinks a creature might have done this, I hope. I'm sorry about the president. He had my deepest condolences. Thanks. He was a great man. Zhang Fa will be lost without him. You and he were close, correct? Damn. Two beefy-ass men. It all started when he hired my father. That was our big break. Our family kept him safe. That was our most important duty and our most sacred. He gave my father medal after medal. They had to come up with new ones just for him. In the end, there were no medals left to give, so he made us the keepers of his last will and testament. Those medals, that duty, they're our greatest pride, our family jewels. God, never thought we'd be unsealing that will so soon. Wow. Sounds like your family and the president were super close. But wait. When that whole thing happened back at the lake, you weren't with the president then, right? Look, a lot happened, okay? That was all. This was all 12 years ago or more. My father and the president being friends, our family being the ones who kept him safe. He just changed one day. It was like he became a different person. Now he doesn't trust the police one bit. Wonder what happened 12 years ago. But regardless of what happened, I still respected him. Zhang Fa may not be the biggest country, but he held that place together. Damn it. What was his security detail thinking? Well, they both kind of hated each other. I imagine you've already contacted the embassy? Of course I have, and the government, and my family. You'll be going crazy right now thinking about what needs to happen with that will. And things will be getting crazy here soon, too. Those bodyguards will be all over the place. If you're not a fan of trouble, I'd leave before they get here. Look, Mr. Prosecutor, these days, I'm a one-man outfit, a lone wolf. They won't be letting me lead this investigation. But I've still got fangs, and I still can bite back. I'll find whoever did this, and I won't let you or anybody else get in my way. Damn. That's the pin your assistant always wears, right? Yep, it represents nature's toughest and fiercest creature, the Yatagarasu. Pretty cool, right? Toughest and fiercest. Isn't it just a bird? Sorry, but I'm not about to let that pass. Lang Shi says, the wolf outstrips the raven in every respect. That little black bird of yours wouldn't survive even a single swipe of a wolf's claw. Those are big words, Sir Howls a lot. But do you know what us thieves say? The raven is pretty darned amazing. They could peck you to bits and then fly on before your stupid claw swipe ever got close. You think a wolf can't jump? I'd snap you out of the sky before you could fly away like a coward. I'd just flap my wings super hard and blast you across the room. Damn. I haven't had to endure an argument like this since elementary school. I'm sorry, I got a little upset before. You were working here alone? That's right. I came before everybody else so I could get everything ready. But as soon as I walked through the gate, I saw the footprints. Monster prints first thing in the morning. That must have been a real shock. It was. They weren't there when I left yesterday evening, I'm sure of it. So the footprints must have appeared late last night. At first glance, I thought maybe they were part of the set. But then I got closer and I saw that somebody was lying in the middle of one of them. You didn't notice until you were right up close? Yeah, my eyesight just seems to be getting worse and worse lately. I think I need new glasses. I didn't notice it was a body until it was right by it, which is why I got so shocked and ran away. And they're still calling her assistant. No, you can't, Gorilla. That must be when we bumped into her. So you're shooting a movie? It wouldn't happen to be a Steel Samurai movie, would it? Nope. Damn, Miles. Oh. Oh. This one's a creature feature. You know, the Taurosaurus movies, right? You have to forgive Mr. Edgeworth. He only cares about the Steel Samurai. That's not. Hey, that's alright. Not everyone's a fan, but they soon will be. He's back after 12 years of South, the big bad bull himself, Taurosaurus. You don't matter. It's the first Taurosaurus movie in a long time, so the crew's super excited about it. And parts of it are set here at the big building, so we've been shooting on location. That explains what we saw yesterday. What's happening here? What's going on with the building? Just stay calm and talk to me, kid. Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry. We're shooting a movie. Could you, get out of our way, please? That must be what they were filming. So does Taurosaurus smash the big building to pieces in the movie? I bet he does, right? Wouldn't you like to know? But you'll just have to wait and find out in the theater. Here, you can have this if you like. Oh, thank you. An epic rivalry is born. The legendary Taurosaurus versus Gordy! Gordy's back. Gordy? Huh. That's right. It's not just Taurosaurus on his own this time around. He has an arch nemesis. You know Gordy, right? The monster from Gourd Lake? Oh, yeah. Wasn't everybody talking about that a couple years back? Yup. The mysterious creature in the lake. It showed up in one of the couple's photos. Totally forgot Gordy was here. Fucking Gordy. Fucking Gordy. Not only were people talking about it, it played a major part in one of my cases. A name I'm too wild about here, you kid. And it was all Larry's fault. The director's fascinated by the stories, which is how Gordy wound up in the movie. A little behind the times, but better late than never, I suppose. Just wait till you see those two legends tearing into each other on the big screen. This reminds me of something I've seen already. I think we need to learn a little more about the security situation here on set. Miss Nichols, is the set kept locked overnight? Yeah, we use one of these. Is that a bike lock? A combination lock, huh? So anybody who knows the code can get in and out. And was the lock in place when you arrived this morning? Yep, everything was locked up tight when I got here. Who knows the combination? Oh, the producer, the director, the crew, the actors. Basically everybody who's working on the movie. So any member of the cast or crew could have opened the lock and entered. The combination lock on the gate leading to the plaza was intact when Miss Nichols arrived. But the lock on the gate leading out the side of the big building had been cut. What does this tell us? Easy, that the killer used the side gate. Precisely. It tells us something else important, too. Namely, that a culprit didn't know the number for the combination lock. You're right. It would have been way easier to come in that way if they did. But instead, they chose the classic thief's route, the lesser-known side entrance. This is no run-of-the-mill criminal, Mr. Edgeworth. We need to keep our wits about us. I'm not sure we should be excited by that fact, Kay. Anyway, we know that everybody working on the movie knew the combination. What makes it likely that a culprit wasn't a member of the cast or crew. This horn, do you recognize it? Huh? Oh, that's part of one of Taurosaurus's horns. Taurosaurus's horns. It's from a model we use for the promotional stuff. Where'd you find it? On the ground near the side entrance. That's weird. We keep a replica of Taurosaurus's head up on the roof of the trailer over there. And it's quite large, I assume? Oh, yeah. Well, not as big as a real thing, obviously, but it's still pretty big. It's just up there, see it? Damn. Right there. That really is big. Both the dent in the fence and the broken horn weren't there yesterday according to our witness. Which leads me to wonder. Wait, you think that the giant Taurosaurus head could have... I do. I think it could have well rolled off the trailer roof and landed in the lot below. It seems more than possible. And it also means... there's no sign of a murder weapon anywhere. Oh yeah, there isn't. Now, this is still only a possibility, but if the Taurosaurus head somehow fell from the roof up there, yeah, that could kill somebody for sure. Miss Nichols, would you mind if we took a look up on the roof of the trailer? You want to go up there? Sure, I don't see why not. Knock yourselves out. But don't do that literally. The steps can be kind of slippery. Alright, I'm done here. I found out what I need to know for now. What might that be, I wonder? Freeze! It's the cops! Oh, that's not the cops. You're seeing Gumshoe falling off the big building? It takes a while. Gumshoe, I miss Gumshoe already, man. Ooh. Move, old man. What'd you say to me? You need to learn some manners, kid. Bro, it's chugging milk. No. You need to learn when you're in the way. Quit whining and get out of here. What the... I'm so sorry about him. Sean, apologize to the nice man. Damn. Come on, Sean. You know you can't speak to people like that. Whatever. Who the heck was he? A policeman, that's who. Why would you antagonize him like that? I thought there was going to be trouble for a second there. I don't think I've ever seen anybody stand up to Asian Lang like that. Oh, let me introduce you all. Everybody, this is Sean Fenn. Sean Fenn. Sean Fenn. Sean Fenn. Sean. This song is kind of fire. He's the assistant of the movie we're making. Or he's the star of the movie we're making. The star? This little boy? Hi there, I'm Kay Faraday. It's great to meet you. Sean, this is Miles Edgeworth. He's a prosecutor. Prosecutor? That's right, and a pretty famous one at that. If he's a prosecutor, where's his badge? He certainly doesn't pull any punches. Damn. Oh, you might not want to get too close, Sean. She's right. It's no sight for a child. I mean, you see this kid. You think he cares about a dead body? But he's involved in all this nonetheless. I'll need to speak with him. Actually, would you mind coming up there with us? Oh, sure. After you. Can I see Phoenix from up here? No. So this is the mighty Taurosaurus. Huh? Looks different from before. He looks sassy. Here, he's way cool on the flyer. What's with the weird nose ring on this model? It's a sassy cow. Oh, I forgot. You two are Taurosaurus fans. This is the original Taurosaurus design from 12 years back. Huh? So, what's the one on the flyer? That's the all-new Taurosaurus. They gave him a makeover especially for the movie. He looks so much more contemporary now, don't you think? A makeover? He's totally different. This one's, it's just a cow. Well, he is just a cow. Or at least he was originally based on a cow. He's a monstrosity. Boo. A monstrosity? Yeah, the cow, man's best friend, reimagined as a terrifying monster. It totally makes you think about our whole relationship with nature, right? That was the original concept. I think the concept might be a little lost on me. Me too, I'm afraid. The model was made for promotional events, stuff like that. So people will remember the old Taurosaurus and realize this was a reboot. Yeah, it does look different. People might not get it otherwise. Just as we thought, his horn is broken. So the model really is what killed the president? I think it's a distinct possibility. But there's one thing I don't quite understand. What's that? Miss Nichols, the model looked very heavy. How do you move it around? Oh, it comes apart. If you know the trick, it's not so hard. But I guess if you didn't, you might struggle to figure it out. If you happen not to be a member of the cast or crew, for example. Since it's in pieces, could one person move it? Oh yeah, even I could. Maybe not very fast, but I could. Sure, I remember that face from somewhere. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. I know this cow. Funny, I was just thinking the same exact thing. You know him from the President's plane, of course. And from the auction. The President Wings plushie was a soft toy version of the original Taurosaurus. Can this really be just a coincidence? Oh my god, I got the... Oh! Oh! The plushie's back in evidence. No. This theme is kind of cool, though. It was Sean, wasn't it? You mind if I ask you some questions? Are you really a prosecutor? You just look like an old guy to me. I am. Old guy? Charmed, I'm sure. I don't have my badge right now. Now how do you expect people to believe you're a prosecutor? Ah, this kid. Woo! He's not the friendliest, huh? Just the outside. Damn. You want me to try talking to him? Why not? I doubt it can. I doubt it can hurt. I never was good with children. So you're an actor, right, Sean? How old is Sean, bro? Little shithead's 13. Yeah? So what? That's amazing. You're so cool. It's nothing that big of a deal. Oh, easy, Kay. He's gonna get a crush on you. Kay's approach seems to be having an effect. So? Those horns of yours. Yeah? What about them? Oh, those? The makeup department made them. The character he plays a special psychic link. The character he plays has a special psychic link with Tarosaurus. And the horns allow him to communicate with his giant friend. Isn't that right, Sean? Just shut up, will ya? They don't need to know all that stuff. Sorry. The power dynamic here seems pretty obvious. Still, it's kind of amazing, huh? The lead character in a movie? You're still in elementary school? That's crazy. Oh! Okay, what'd you do? Sean's actually 13. He just looks a little younger. What? But look at him, he's so little and cute. And the backpack, I just thought... The backpack's part of his costume. He's playing a role, remember? Yeah, I guess he is, huh? But he is kind of small, you have to admit. Wow, okay. We try not to talk about that too much in front of him. I said stop telling people stuff they don't need to know! I'm sorry. So it's all part of the role? Except for the cartoon milk. A carton of milk, maybe. The dead guy. That's the president, right? Yeah, you knew him? A little. I met him once. He's meeting with presidents now? Guy was a real piece of work. Hey, you can't say that. It's not nice. What was so bad about him anyway? Huh? I want to talk about it? Fine, I guess. President Wang was working with us on the movie. Working with you? How exactly? He had a part, just a cameo, nothing big. So he came to look around the set one time. That would have been when Sean met him. Why put the president in your movie? We heard he was a huge fan of the original Tarosaurus. So the studio offered him a little role. They figured it would be a good PR. Last thing I need is amateurs on my set. And I told you to shut your mouth. I guess he's not too thrilled about the idea of performing alongside non-professionals. Oh, here. What's this? Oh, wait, from yesterday? A photograph. Yeah, I just got them printed. You can keep it if you want. Wow, it's such a great picture. You brought it specially for me? That's so kind. Thank you. No, I just happen to have a spare. That's all. I hope you don't mind me asking, but can we take a look too? Oh, sure. Here. Wow, isn't that just a nice picture, bro? So it was taken yesterday. No footprints and certainly no body. Alright, I think that just about wraps up our preliminary investigations. So he was killed by... Yes, by a falling Tarosaurus head. At least that seems to be the most likely explanation for now. There's no blood, no nothing. It came right down on top of him, huh? Damn. This is what I was looking for, bro. Well, it took their time, but here they are. Police, bodyguards, the whole gang. Mr. President! It's a little late for that, don't you think? Curses, who did this? Whoever it was made a big mistake. But I promise you this. They'll pay. I'm on their trail already. What? What do you mean? Our president may have been murdered, but that doesn't mean that Oh, this dumbass word. That extraterritoriality applies. The local police have jurisdiction. Luckily, I know the right people to talk to. And I just got myself second into the case. Lowly one-man outfit or not, I'll be working this one. Sounds like you already have an idea of where you'd like to focus your inquiries. More than that, I've already caught sight of my prey. Take a look at this. It's a printout from a security camera on the viewing platform at the top of the big building. Oh! Just when Gavel was going good! Looks like we're defending Gavel. It's pointing at the elevator that leads onto the roof, so it recorded everybody who goes up there. In this particular case, it recorded the president and his murderer, clear as day. What was Judge Gavel doing there? He's saying he suspects her of the murder? It goes against everything she believes in. Agent Lang, perhaps you could explain your thinking on the matter a little further?
Not so fast!
Not so fast! I heard a little rumor while I was over at the big building. It was about you, Edgeworth. You're not a prosecutor anymore, are you? Oh boy. Which means you don't have jurisdiction here. But you want to cross-examine me while I explain my thinking? Why would I agree to that? Curses. Hey, don't be like that. You were the one who was just talking to be in a lonely one-man outfit. You know what? Maybe it should be you explaining your thinking to me. How come even though you're not a prosecutor, you're still sticking your nose into this case? It's a valid question. Why am I still here? Perhaps I can clarify that with a question of my own, Agent Lang. Why are you so desperate to catch the person who murdered President Wang? Because above all else, you're an investigator, correct? I'm desperate to catch a certain somebody myself. A person who orchestrated a murder at the big building yesterday. A person who put Kay's freedom in jeopardy, who put her in grave danger. That person is out there somewhere right now, lurking in the shadows, laughing. Until I uncover the truth and make that person pay. It doesn't matter if I'm a prosecutor anymore. I'll keep fighting. Find the truth. And don't give up until you do. That's a rule I live by. You may have the look of a smart guy, but you're a fool just like the rest of us. A fool? How dare you? That was just what I needed to hear. Fine, you're in. Oh, we working with Lang? Fair enough, Lang. See ya. Good luck. I've lost my minions and you've lost your fancy title. What I see is neither of us is prepared to give up on this investigation. Now, seeing as we're both so stubborn, how about we go head to head and thrash out on the details? Never mind. I thought we were working with Lang. I'd be honored. But be warned, I won't be going easy on you. I have an assassin to catch, and not even you're going to get in the way of that. Of course. I would expect no less. Let me show you the truth I tore from this case with my bare fangs. Here we go. Why I suspect Gavel. Alright, so this judge friend of yours met the president up on the roof. Then she pushed him, and he landed right here. This is all that happened the night before last. The people had all been cleared from the viewing platform, so it was just the two of them up there. And that pretty much sums it up. No doubt about it. She killed the president. They were there completely alone? No bodyguards? None. I checked. His security detail had no idea he even went up there. He must have gone in secret. Maybe it was a conversation they didn't want anybody to hear. What kind of conversation? How are the two of them even connected? Seems the president spoke to the owner of the building ahead of time. He had him set aside the viewing platform just for the two of them. It was the president asking. I guess the guy wasn't about to refuse. So the last person to see the president alive really could have been. Yep, Gavel. Did you say her name was? Her? His argument certainly isn't completely without merit. I noticed at least one glaring hole in his reasoning. That's where I'll need to focus my counterattack.
Hold it!
Man, what? How can you say for certain the two really met? So the plan is to come in swinging, huh? I've seen worse approaches. dominate the battlefield, counter your opponent's every move. To try and test this strategy. Not what I was intending at all. But this battle has barely even begun, Mr. Prosecutor, so shut up and buckle up. Yeah.
Hold it!
I'm just gonna press I like to press everything, so. The night before last. How can you be so sure of that? If you're not sure, you take another look. Take as many as you need. Oh, I can't see your hands. Ugh. This picture is from the camera up on the viewing platform, like I said. It looks like her hands are like tied up, huh? From like this, like it looks like they're like right next to each other, unless she's like prayer, but I feel like her hands might be tied up. And she doesn't look all too happy either, so the camera doesn't lie. That's from 2 nights ago.
Objection!
I have a picture of them both entering the rooftop 2 nights ago. Okay, but nothing from after that point, I assume? No, there's only one camera at the point at the elevator. You can't see the viewing platform itself still. If the president really was killed 2 nights ago, then his body would have been here in the lot this whole time. Take a little moment there, Mr. Prosecutor. Well, save it. I'm not done explaining. Not even close.
Hold it!
It's entirely possible somebody else was up there, surely? Yeah, what about the cotton candy stand?
Not so fast!
The owner of the building received a request from the president himself to clear the area. He knew there'd be serious trouble if he messed up, so he went to work as quick as he could. They cleared everybody out, and I mean everybody, including your stupid cotton candy seller. Stupid? That's mean. Still, it wasn't enough. If it had been, the president wouldn't be lying there now. No doubt about it. Are you certain of that? Ha! Of course I am. The place, the time, everything points to the woman in the picture. The place and the time. Interesting. Agent Lang seems to believe that the president would wound up in a certain place at a certain time, and yet, yes, I think I'm starting to see the problem here. At least one major point he's overlooking. That's where I'll need to focus my counterattack.
Objection!
Shilong Lang, former star agent of Interpol. How the mighty have fallen. What? Take a look at this picture. It's a behind-the-scenes shot of some of the cast and crew. Look at those smiles. Well, maybe not Sean's, but you know what I mean. And it was taken only yesterday. What? If Judge Gavelle really did kill President Wang the night before last, the body would have been clearly visible in the background of this picture. Aya! What? Perhaps you should have taken a little more time to speak with those involved. After all, through witness interviews form the basis of any good investigation, as you should know. I don't think I've ever seen you so happy, Mr. Edgeworth. You really do love backing your opponent into a corner, huh? Huh, fine, you got me. I must say, it's been a while. I almost missed it. Aw. I love this objection theme. Perhaps you can try to stay a little calmer while conducting your investigations in the future. Don't push your luck, Edgeworth. Lang Shi says, righteous anger of a wolf lasts 100 years. I won't be coming down anytime soon, not until we've caught the president's killer. I want the same thing. We all do, nonetheless. The body appeared last night. You have to accept that now. There's one other thing you'll need to accept. The president didn't die from a fall. That's right. He was crushed by the falling head of a giant monster. The incident occurred here on the movie set, not at the top of the big building.
Not so fast!
Says you, well, that's just your theory. I'm not about to give up my own because of it. But it literally can't have happened that night before the last. We just proved that with this picture. Did you? What if your friend Gavelle pushed the president off the big building the night before last, and then came down here to the movie set and hid the body somewhere? Lang, please. Here? But where? There's all kinds of stuff down here. Costumes, equipment, you can hide it anywhere. And then come back a day later, or last night in other words, and take it out again. We just need to check the lot for trace evidence. We'll soon find where she put it.
Objection!
There won't be any need for that. What?
Take that!
Both entrances to this lot were locked. Yeah, and then he's be like, he clipped the lock. Or she clipped the lock. And we already know that the chain on the side gate was cut only last night. Judge Gavelle had no way of getting in here to hide the body the night before last. Kaya! But the murder has to have happened 2 nights ago. Why are you so set on believing that? Because if you remember, that picture was a printout from a video, and there was more. Oh boy. There's footage from a few dozen minutes after your friend went up on the roof with the president. It shows her heading back into the elevator alone. Okay. You know what there is no footage of? The president himself leaving that roof. You know why? Because he went down the little hatch into floor 51. There's no other way he could have gone down from the top of a building that high. Unless he was pushed by Gavel. You say the president was never observed returning from the viewing platform? Yeah, the camera was pointed at the elevator door the whole time. If anybody else had come up or down, it would have been on that tape. In other words, the presence of the camera ensured that nobody could have left unnoticed. I see. It's not good news for Judge Gavel. Come on, Miles. Vanishing from a rooftop hundreds of feet in the air? Yeah, that's a tricky one, alright. Indeed, even the Yatagarasu can't actually fly. Well, not yet anyhow. Just need a little more practice. Please don't tell me you think you can learn.
Hold it!
A few dozen minutes? That's awfully vague. The exact length of time doesn't matter, not anymore anyway. What matters is what she did after that. And what was that exactly? Perhaps you care to elaborate? Heh. Oh, I mean to. Believe me.
Hold it!
So she was alone when she went back down the elevator? You sure of that? I'm certain. Like I said, there's no footage from a little while after they went up to the roof. Footage of Gavel recorded by the camera that points at the elevator door. And she was getting back into the elevator, just her. I saw with my own two eyes. Seems almost certain that Judge Gavel did indeed get back into the elevator alone. I doubt he'd be so sure of himself otherwise. Ah, it's so weird, right? Like, completely alone? Not even her pal, the goddess of justice, was there? I doubt the presence of an invisible entity would have swung things either way. What? Oh, fair. Poor goddess of justice. I feel like I should light a candle for her and say a little prayer. If you could return to the matter at hand, Agent Lang? I don't think there's any possibility the president could have taken the elevator at some later point? No, I considered it, but...
Hold it!
Just to be thorough, just to be thorough, the camera has no blind spots and it was functioning normally. Are you trying to say I'd overlook stuff like that? What do you think? Who do you think I am? Forgive me, as I said, I was just being thorough. It's simply my way. Whatever. The footage was clean, okay? There's no doubt about it. The president came up in that elevator and he never went back down. Understood. While I may question your testimony, I'll refrain from questioning your methods any further. Do what you want. They're both rock solid. And what if there was another way he could have gotten down?
Knock him back!
He was 50 stories up. Don't be ridiculous. The elevator was the only way down. It's that simple. If you want to take my theory apart, you'll need some sharper tools than this. Would there really have been no other way of leaving the viewing platform? Well, Mr. Prosecutor, are you sure about? Are you about convinced? There's no other way the president came to be lying here. So the camera means no one could have gone unnoticed. Or does it? Is falling really the only other way he could have left that rooftop? No, Miles. You were literally just up there, big guy, like 30 minutes ago.
Hold it!
I think it's a little too soon to be saying that for certain. Struggle all you like, you won't escape me. My fangs will close around you in the end. Your fangs aren't inescapable, and neither was that rooftop. I'll escape one by showing you how the president escaped the other. Ooh, nice! There's nothing this great thief loves more than a breakout. You talk a good game, Mr. Prosecutor. Now why don't you put your money where your mouth is? Escape away if you can.
Objection!
Actually, there was another way. Apart from that elevator? What do you mean? You're not about to tell me he flew. He didn't need to. It was much simpler than that. Assuming the president knew what we know, of course. Namely, that the building has a hidden 51st floor. What? That's right, a hidden floor. With a hidden entrance on the rooftop. If he left that way, he wouldn't have needed to ride the elevator.
Knock him back!
What? But you said it was hidden, right? That it was a secret? How would the president even know about it? It's an interesting question, and one I don't have an answer to just yet. For now, this is just a theory. So what are we talking about exactly? What is this hidden floor of yours? Sounds like kind of a place your little ninja friend would happily spend time in. No, I hate it there. Don't make me go back. Unfortunately, Kay's memory of it are far from happy. Aww. There's a secret storeroom up there where they kept the lots for an underground auction. The whole sordid scheme was uncovered just yesterday. Underground auction? What the heck are you trying to say? That President Wang was involved somehow? I don't have any proof, but I certainly think it's a possibility. Yeah, based on what we've seen of him, he totally seems the type. Uh-oh, he just howled at us. He'd never do that, not the president. Illegal underground auctions? No, he'd have nothing to do with it, nothing. What? What's gone into him? I hope you two are feeling lucky, because when people start saying stuff like that, I start biting. Yeah, yo, Kay just ran away. Huh, she ran away. You know nothing, neither of you. You have no idea how much the people love him, how well respected he is. Is that really true? That was kind of a putz. Like, look at him, bro. I guess we know what lurks behind that seemingly respectable public face. But the people of Zhengfa clearly don't. I wonder if I should tell him the truth about his beloved president. No. What good would it do? It would only upset him more. Forgive me, Agent Lang. I didn't mean to upset you. We spoke out of turn. Both of us. I can only apologize. Apology accepted. It reciprocated. I'm sorry I got carried away. Aw. It's alright. Kay, you can come out now. Sorry. It's fine. It's not you I'm upset with. It's the animal who killed the president. Well, ain't you just a fine figure of a man? Shut up, Lotta. Damn. All patriotic and such, gotta tip your hat to that sort of thing. What are you talking about? Well, I got good news for you, Mr. Patriot. Real good news. What? Ain't no way heck you pal the president mosey on downstairs via 51. Really? I was hunkered down in that there storeroom the whole dang time. I peeled like oranges. Of course. She would have already snuck in by that point. Man! Shut up, Lotta. Well, well, Mr. Prosecutor. What? Guess my theory still stands, which means I'm not budging an inch. Nobody saw the president after he met with Gavel 2 nights ago. That's a fact. Well, it's also a fact that the body appeared only last night. How could the president have fallen from the roof 2 nights ago and only be found today? That seems a little slow as falls go, wouldn't you say? Sure, there are questions that still need answering. I'll give you that. And I guess there's only one thing we both agree on. Oh yeah? What's that? The question of exactly what happened here yesterday will require further investigation. Yeah, I guess we all know for sure that the body and the footprints appeared during the night. Agent Lang, we like to hand the body off to the coroner if you don't mind. Fine. He's all yours. Just take care of him, okay? Oh. What? We found footprints near the body. Oh, one last thing. We found footprints near the body. I mean, the footprints of the footprint, if you will. Little ones in the, big one? Human footprints in the monster print? Interesting. And what kind of prints? Sir, they were child's footprints, about the size of your average elementary school kid. What? Huh? Elementary school? No, it couldn't be. What now? Miss Nichols? Oh, I mean to butt in, sorry. Is there something you wanted to say? What's she so scared of? There's something I have to tell you. You probably think it was pretty awful of me, but I'm sure it's nothing you need to be quite so nervous about. Last night, I came here. What? You mean you came back to the set? What? Well, I was worried about him, so I came back to check. Check on Sean, I mean. Sean? The boy? Makes sense. Yes, you see, he stayed behind on his own last night to rehearse. Wow, he really takes the job seriously, huh? Where'd he even go? Where'd he go? Well, this movie is his first lead role. He's trying so hard to make it perfect. So she might have seen what had happened last night. Around what time was this? Let's see. It was already after 10, I think. It looked like it might be about to rain, so I got a little worried and came down. When I got here, well, you saw something, didn't you? Yes. Sean was there on his own running his lines. And towering above him, there was this long, like, really, really long neck. Neck? Yes, with skin like an enormous worm. It was like a dinosaur. Ooh, weak! You mean it must be? Gordy! Oh my god. Oh my god, Gordy. Good old Gordy. You done gave me the slip last time, you slimy old lizard, but I got you now. What? Now Gordy's involved too? Yeah, I think he might be. I was surprised as you are. Oh my god. Although, I guess Sean was practicing being a kid who can communicate with monsters. Hot dang, you're right. He could have been communicating for real with them little horn doohickeys of his. Right. But it seemed more like he was kind of looking up and talking right to him. Are you sure it wasn't the crane? That just looks like the elevated camera thing with a tarp over it. Dang, Toons, it's weird. Weird and a mustache on a mule. How can he cheat on his best monster pal like that? I fear movies and reality might be getting a little mixed up here. Oh yes, but only for a moment. I was so shocked it just turned and ran. How about that, Mr. Prosecutor? Another mysterious beast to contend with. Oh, tell me you believe this nonsense, Agent Lang. The monster angle's neither here nor there. But I think we have a pretty good idea. Now, who we need to speak to next? Young Mr. Fenn. If he really was here last night, there's a good chance he saw something. My thoughts exactly. The prosecution calls Sean Fenn to the stand. Sean ran off just a moment ago. What? We need to go after him. Damn. Oh, we're all running. Why is Lana still following us? Lana, leave. Oh my god. God. Where the heck did he go? Maybe he just went home? You're right. They won't be doing any filming today after all. Sure. Or maybe he went on the lam. Nah, you're just overthinking things, surely? He's a child, Agent Lang. There's no way he killed the president. Not on his own. And who said he was on his own, huh? Maybe a monster gave him a hand. Maybe he summoned one of his creature feature pals to help him. Yes, very funny. I'm not saying the kid did it, not for sure anyway. Not yet. But he's our most important witness right now. We need to find him. Gumshoe! Mr. Edgeworth! Hey, it's Gummy! Oh, Gumshoe, no! Oh, he's sad Edgeworth gave up being a prosecutor, bruh. He ran away! What's that about? Just goes to show that your police force can't be trusted. Are you saying you intend to continue investigating the president's murder alone? Yeah, so what? Well, last time we met you, you had about 800 other agents helping you. Sure, but I told you, I'm a lone wolf now. You got a problem with that? I don't need lackeys, I don't need friends. All I need are these fangs right here. Keep things nice and simple. No lackeys, no friends. Anyway, catch you both around. Aww. It's all starting to get really sad. And then you're still here. Things just done got interesting. It sounds like I got my work cut out for me. 2 big beasties on the prowl. Hoo-wee! It's rain scoops. If I don't catch at least one, I ain't no shutterbug worthy of the name. Alright, Fender. Where's Fender coming? I don't think I've said this yet, but my favorite character in this game has definitely been Eddie Fender. Wow, this all got kind of complicated, huh? It did. Taurosaurus footprints were bad enough. Now Gordy? This might as well be a movie. Oh, then we better get our monster hunting shoes on. I suppose we had. Huh? Who's that? That's one of Agent Lang's old team. I've come across a few of them on previous cases, but this one's on his own. Excuse me. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. Long time no see. How come we're not with Agent Lang? Shifu? He's he's not technically my boss anymore. Really? What happened? You remember that case from a month or so back? Quercus Alpha. We were just talking about you, buddy. The Yatagrasu case. How could we forget? You made kind of a big mistake there. Came about as close to aiding and abetting a serious criminal as you can come and still keep your job. Indeed. Guess that was pretty close. Well, being Shifu, we took full responsibility. They disbanded our team. Wow, that's harsh. But it explains why he's now a lone wolf, as he puts it. So, what are you doing here? Well, to tell you the truth, I was worried about him. I think he's been chasing ghosts. Ghosts from 12 years ago, to be precise. 12 years ago? What does that mean? Come on, man in black. Sorry, I already said too much. I better be on my way. Damn. These ghosts of Agent Langs. Could they have something to do with the case we're currently investigating? Well, it looks like everybody left except us. What do we do now? Good question. His heart went off monster hunt, and I guess Agent Lang is busy trying to track down young Sean. Perhaps we should try investigating another angle. What kind of other angle? Somebody needs to get Judge Gavel's side of the story. Oh yeah, you're right. What'd she say again? Guess the trial will be beginning right about now. Indeed. I think we better head down to the courthouse, don't you? Ooh, courthouse time! Alright, let's go! Do we get to see Judge Gavel as a judge? Oh! It's so weird not seeing the old dude up there. Fender! There he is! Oh my god, Fender versus Francisca? Wait, are we actually gonna watch it? Ooh. Is the defense ready to proceed? You bet! Bring it on, Big G! The prosecution has been ready for some time. The original attorney in this case, Rosie Ringer, was murdered. While the original prosecutor, Eustace Winter, has disappeared. Oh, he disappeared? Oh, shit. So Fender and Francisca have taken over in their places. Very well. Let me begin by apologizing for the delayed start to these proceedings. The crime we are here to adjudicate took place in a prison, an institution of the judiciary. What's more, the fact that the defendant was the warden of said prison carries grave implications. These two factors combined cause pre-trial preparations to take more time than usual. And then the unfortunate passage of the attorney in charge, Miss Rosie Ringer, delayed the trial yet further. Wow. But now we are ready to begin at last. Mr. Fender, Miss Von Karma, the court thanks you both for stepping in at such a short notice. Hey, no sweat. Rosie was your pal, right? And this was her last case. Couldn't exactly say no, could I? You have to bear with me, though, gang. Didn't exactly get a ton of time to read the paperwork. How about you, Fran? Everything cool over on your side? It's hardly ideal for the prosecutor in charge of the case to have run off and abandoned it. But justice can't sit around waiting for him to grow a spine. The evidence has just been handed to me. So yes, I'm ready. They both don't know what the fuck's going on. Very well. Bring the accused, Miss Fifi Lagarde, to the stand. Please tell me you're not wearing her coat, bruh. Don't wear your coat. Don't wear your coat. No! Damn it! She's wearing her coat. Shit! I invite the prosecution to make its opening statement. The tits are gone, bro. They're gone. They're gone. All right, the accused was... Let me stop you right there, darling. What is it, Miss Lagarde? Oh, I was just wondering if you could tell me something. That something being why on earth I'm here? Because we found you guilty? Perhaps the opening statement will clarify that for you? But will they, dear? Really? Fine. Carry on if you must. I fully intend to. If you'd stay quiet for one moment. The murder in question happened at the prison where Miss Lagarde worked as warden. The victim, one Bronco Knight, was being held in the detention center. But the prosecution's case will show that Miss Lagarde took him from the holding cells and murdered him. And she did so with this knife. Huh? Oh boy. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's gone. Is something the matter, Miss Von Karma? How can that? No, the evidence. What gives, Fran? Everything okay? The murder weapon. It's not here. And neither is the Bodhi Harma Conis's chisel. What? Say it ain't so. Oh boy. Silence! Silence! Miss Von Karma, explain yourself. I wish I could, Your Honor. No murder weapon, What exactly are we all doing here? Really, darling? You shouldn't volunteer to prosecute a case if you can't even keep the evidence safe. I can only work with what the previous prosecutor gave me. Eustace! Damn it! Little boy winner strikes again. Hey, G. What is it, Mr. Fender? Guess we know where this is going, huh? Let's kick this one down the road a little further, shall we?
Overruled.
The court hereby denies the defense's request. What? Don't be like that. What's the dealio? She's absolutely right, of course. We simply can't have any more delays. Let's get on and show everybody how wonderfully innocent I am, shall we?
Objection!
Innocent? I'll thank you to take this serious. Oh, but I am, darling, and you don't have any evidence. You just said so yourself. In the courtroom, evidence is everything. Have I heard that somewhere before? And without any, you can't charge me with anything. Isn't that right, Verity, darling? It is. What? As such, this court hereby declares the accused, Fifi Lagarde, not... Wow.
Objection!
Objection! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold the phone there, hasty pants! Can't go dropping a verdict just like that. Forgive me. Why is the defense objecting to its client being acquitted? Don't be cute, kiddo. You know as well as I do that little Miss Warren over there is guilty as all heck. And as for the murder weapon, you were right there when we found it. Mr. Fender, it is incumbent upon this court to see that fair judgment is afforded to all. As that instrument of court, I cannot allow my experiences or opinions to interfere with my work. You must think of Judge Gavelle, who was present when the murder weapon was found, and Judge Gavelle, when you see before you in the courtroom today, as two entirely different people. Gee, you're killing me here. I have no choice but to pass judgment based on the evidence available.
Objection!
And we have that evidence, just not here. Give me some time, just a little. I'll find it, I swear to you. The prosecution hereby requests a recess. Oh, yeah, the defense does that too. Come on, Your Honor, don't do us like this. What is her deal? What is her problem? What is your problem? What's wrong with you? Very well, the court accepts the request. Really, Verity? You won't help anybody bow under pressure like that, you know. There will be a 15-minute recess. I suggest that both the prosecution and the defense use the time well. Understood. Phew, saved by the bell, huh? Very well, we will reconvene in 15 minutes. She's acting super weird. That was not like her. I mean, it's literally been like, what, a couple hours since we last saw her? So, like, what could have happened? But we did totally find that knife, didn't we, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, of course we did. So did somebody steal it or what? Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, hey, fellas. Never thought I'd see you guys again. Fender gets paid either way. True! Miss Barry, Mr. Saint, are you here to watch the trial? Yeah, we heard it was going to be a real fun show. Do you know where we need to go? It's the trial for the case I was nearly convicted for. Should be starting any minute now. We were late because of the practice, but it's somewhere around here, right? Simeon, there's kind of a problem. They lost some evidence, the knife and the chisel. So they called a recess and kicked us all out of the courtroom. But what? But no, they can't. They're not going to arrest you again, are they? Yo, don't say that. No. Hey, I forgot how easy it was to upset you. Huh? How dare he embarrass me like that? Oh, it's Francisca. Oh my God, she is whipping something crazy. Speaking of easy to upset. Oh, don't whip poor Fender. Francina, Franderella, chill, okay? Just chill. Come on, put the whip away. That's it. That's it. That idiot of a so-called prosecutor. I'll find him and I'll make him eat whip for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Eep. Master, you gotta calm her down. Kid's gone cuckoo. Guess I better at least try. All right, let's talk to Franny first. it's you. Good morning, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor. Francisca? You shouldn't be here, you know. You're not in the right line of work anymore. You should be at home planning whatever it is you mean to do with the rest of your life. What are you going to do, Francisca? You only have 15 minutes. Ugh, don't you think I know that? I want that infuriatingly reasonable look off your face. You're like a news anchor calmly reading the news or something. It's utterly exasperating. Probably better that I don't rise to that. I never imagined you would be the one prosecuting this case, Francisca. Nor did I, but what a case. The murder of a presidential bodyguard. By the warden of a prison, no less. The murder weapon was properly entered into the evidence and everything. And yet, when you went to present the knife to the court, it wasn't there. That imbecile. Not only did he abandon his case, he made me look like a total fool. Now! The next time I see the little coward, I'll whip him into shape is the last thing I do. You go ahead and do that, but quit taking it out on the people around him. This is the president of Zhengfa. It is Daiju Wang himself. Daiju Wang himself. His body was discovered just a short while ago. What? There must be some mistake. There isn't. I saw it with my own eyes. It's true. And are you suggesting that his death has something to do with my current case? No, not exactly. We were just hoping to speak with the Judge Miles Edgeworth. Are you deliberately trying to distract me with irrelevant evidence? Ow! I'm sorry. I shouldn't have shown that to you. What? So you're saying you're going to start hiding things from me now? Women. Ow! I can't see anything right. Oh, yeah. One of the best themes of the game, bro. K-Master, so you got the old memory back, huh? Sure did. I'm me. Excuse me. Sure did. I'm me again. Got me worried. 6 ways till Sunday. Not that. Other K wasn't a blast, too. Anyway, welcome back, kiddo. Bring it in. No. We need to be thinking about this trial right now, okay? Yeah, guess things did go pretty pear-shaped in there, huh? We need to dig up this missing evidence lickety-split. We can't count on them putting the trial on hold much longer. Well, I guess we'll just see how we all feel about Eustace after this case. Yeah, it's a stumper, all right. If only some kind soul would offer to go find it for us. That's an expectant look if I've ever saw one. Bam, 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 bam. Can't help but notice you still haven't asked if your prosecutor's badge back, bucko. Finally decided to come walk the path of righteousness with me and your old man, huh? The committee has my badge, that much is true, but I haven't given it up just yet. I'm still not ready to walk in my father's footsteps. No? Well, it's not like there's a deadline. You do you, for as long as you need. The old family office will be waiting to welcome you with open arms when you're done. Thank you, Fender. Yeah, if only somebody would go sniff out that evidence for us. In 15 minutes? Fine, we'll do it. Way to go, Milesio. You sure? I'll do what I can, but that might not be much in 15 minutes. Fran and me will buy you as much time as we can, okay? G won't be banging that hammer of hers until we made it back with the goods, I promise. She made it back with the goods, I promise. Thank you. I'll be counting on you, Fender. And you, Francisca? How's that sound? What makes you think I'd accept your help? How about some advice instead? That you seriously consider a new career as a news anchor? Come on, Fran. Clock's a tick-tock in here. Time to step up to the plate. All right. Fine. We'll stall the trial for as long as we can. We better get your ex-prosecutor behind in gear. You know, quite like having you run errands for me. Maybe that could be your new career instead. I'm glad you're on board. I can help too. I don't want to be arrested again. Oh, this sounds fun. Can I play? Oh my god. All right. That would be helpful of you both. Very well. Where shall we begin? I think we need to go speak to a certain somebody, don't you? Who do we need to speak to in order to find out where the evidence went? I mean, do we even know where Eustace is, dog? I don't know.
Take that!
That's right. The supposed custodian of the evidence in question, Eustace Winter. Oh, the new prosecutor guy? Okay, we're on it. Thank you, Mr. Saint. Alrighty then. Think we better huddle and talk tactics, huh, Fran? Just the two of us. Ow! Don't keep me waiting, Miles Edgeworth. I'll try not to. We'll be back as soon as we can. Oh, Franny Poo, wait up now. Alright, we need to find Mr. Winter and fast. Oh boy. Oh boy. Whoa! Judge Cavell. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. Pleasure as always. Pleasure? How was it a pleasure? What was that all about just now? Kay, stop it. But Judge Cavell knows that horrible woman is the killer. Why the heck would she... Evidence is the only language that the goddess of justice understands. My own personal thoughts and feelings do not come into it. Is this all Judge Verity Cavell is? You may believe my way of thinking to be heartless, but it is my way. To be this hard and unforgiving? There's something I'd like to ask you, if you don't mind. Please, go ahead. What were you doing on the roof of the big building 2 nights ago? The roof? You met the president up there, didn't you? We've seen security footage of the two of you. And is there something wrong with that? Only that his body was discovered this morning, right next to the very same building. What? I think you understand what I'm getting at. You're considered a suspect. Nothing. We simply talked for a few minutes. And when we were done, I left. I took the elevator back downstairs alone. That much we know to be true. As I said, we've seen the footage. What business did you have with the leader of a foreign power? I'm not at liberty to say. I see. Well, I'm not at liberty to leave until I have answers. In which case, there's only one thing for it. She's hiding something. I have to get it out of her. Bonk, bonk. Oh, mind chess with Cavell. Oh shit. Judge Cavell met with the president of Zhengfa the night before last. Damn, bruh. Damn. Yes, I admit, we met on the roof of the big building. The only person I've lost to in this, and ironic as it is Lotta Hart. For some reason, Lotta Hart's was so hard, bro. I don't know why. But it was simply to discuss professional matters. Matters that I am not obliged to discuss with you. I'm clearly going to have to work hard to get her to get past her professional defenses. If she puts up too impenetrable a facade, I'll probably be better off bidding my time. I start by asking what she met the president to talk about. Jesus, can't talk. Perhaps you could begin by telling us what you met with President Wayne to discuss. As I told you, professional matters. Professional matters which I do not intend to share with you. I'm so glad you understand. I must say, you're a very busy woman. A judge, a committee member, an occasional aide to us in the field even. Thank you. I take my professional duties very seriously. And do those duties include meeting with foreign dignitaries? Yes, of course, from time to time. The law is my life. Nothing I do falls outside the scope of my duties. You returned Kay's promise notebook to us just this morning. Surely you can't claim that fell within the scope of your duties. I am not yet a perfect servant of the law. That much is true. No, you are a human being, and that was an act of simple human kindness. You have feelings, Judge Cavell, and you are allowed to have them. About the president's death, too. I can still hardly believe it. If I might ask, how did he die? He was crushed to death by the head of a monster known as Tyrannosaurus. Forgive me, I should probably explain. Is that true? He died on the set of the movie? He did. Interesting that you should even know what Tyrannosaurus is. Oh, I imagine I must have heard about it from Eustace. Something about them shooting a movie somewhere near the big building. She isn't fooling anybody. She's clearly very upset about something. She mentioned Mr. Winter, who seemed to have disappeared along with some vital evidence. Perhaps if she won't tell us what she discussed with the president, we should try to find out what else she might be hiding. The evidence, for some reason. I'm clearly getting under her skin. I need to dig further. Francisca stepped in to take Mr. Winter's place in the trial. But how was she supposed to prosecute the case if he never handed her over all the evidence? My interest is solely in ensuring that a trial proceeds fairly once it has begun. And if once it has, vital evidence cannot be presented, it should surprise no one if the accused goes free. I am a judge, a servant of the law. My personal thoughts and feelings do not come into it. So you have no personal feelings when it comes to Mr. Winter's disappearance? Of course I do, Pete. I worry about him terribly, too. Wait, 2? Does that mean there's somebody else you're worried about as well? Ah, I imagine. Your identity might explain your strangely agitated state. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I am a servant of the law, and my feelings are immaterial. We are all servants of the law, all of us who stand in the courtroom. But we're not superhuman. You, me, everybody else. We're just people underneath it all. Much as we'd like to bury our feelings and remain impartial, that simply isn't possible. You are right, of course. I am in no fit state to offer impartial judgment. Please, Judge Gavel, just tell us the truth. What's going on? What do I do? What do I do? Oh, Jesus, she's freaking out now. I've never seen her lose her composure like this. I should ask her who this person she is so worried about. The professional mask is finally beginning to slip. Perhaps now I can get to the human being underneath. The person you're so worried about, is it Mr. Winter? He has not been seen since he discovered the truth about his father. Of course I'm worried about him. But this could also be a valuable test for him. He chose to disappear. He can choose to reappear. And the other person you're worried about can't? That's not something I am at liberty to talk about. I don't know what might happen to that poor child if I did. That poor child? What are you talking about? Nobody. Please, there was nothing. Ignore it. How about Sean? Judging by the look on her face, I definitely should. I think that might prove to be a valuable clue. So this poor child is missing, and you're desperate to find them? Maybe not, Sean. And since you say child, I suppose we're right in assuming that this person is a minor? I can't answer, and I won't. It has no bearing whatsoever on the murder of the president. I don't need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line of questioning any further. Okay, it is going to be Sean. This person you're so worried about. Is it Taurusauce? Taurusaurus? I really don't have the time for jokes, Mr. Edgeworth. It's not a joke. When I told you how the president was killed, you seemed surprised when I mentioned that he was crushed by Taurusaurus. That was simply shock at learning how he died. And where? A half-built film set on an empty lot. It sounds as if something about where he died is particularly troubling to you. No, that's not true at all. It's just, film sets are a place where dreams are made, and instead a great man met his end there. I only hope that the utmost care is taken when the news is shared with the cast and crew. I'm sorry. I'm afraid the cast and crew already know. We met 2 of them at the scene. Crew member and a young actor, Sean Fenn. No. Why? Why did this have to happen? Something about the Taurosaurus connection really seems to be upsetting her. I think that might prove to be a valuable clue. You seem to get very sensitive every time I mention Taurosaurus. The poor child you mentioned has something to do with the movie, don't they? How? How did you You're usually so cool and collected. Your discomfort told me everything I needed to know. Who is this poor child? You have to tell us. Very well. You figured out so much already. Might as well tell you the truth. The person I'm so worried about, the person I'm so desperate to find, is Sean Fenn. Sean? But why? That is more than I can allow you to know. Judge Gavel, you said you would tell us the truth. And if you don't give it up voluntarily, we have to force it from you. I'm afraid you're just going to have to accept that. I need to get her to tell me why she's so desperate to find Sean. Are you a fan of Sean's, perhaps? Am I? Yes, I am. I'm an ardent admirer of the work of Sean Fenn, child actor extraordinaire. I heard that he was filming near the big building, so I made it my business to learn where the set was and some other important details. I see. I suppose that makes sense. As a fan, you'd want to know such things. I imagine you would also have tried to learn when he was supposed to be on set? Yes, of course. He said he would be filming there all day today. You make it sound like you heard that from Sean himself. I don't think he'd be sharing his schedule with a mere fan, do you? I misspoke. Ignore me. Every slip of the tongue she makes seems to be to do with Sean. And now we know she spoke with him. That's an important clue. Do you know Sean personally? He is famous. I doubt there are many people who do not know him. I certainly didn't until today. And you clearly need to be better informed. Perhaps I could teach you a few things. There's almost nothing I don't know about him. I allow myself to get a little carried away. That seems to happen quite a bit when the subject of Sean comes up. Look, I do not know him personally. I simply know a lot about him. Time to deploy my clue. I can understand you're being worried about Sean, but you seem a little too worried. And you implied before that you had spoken to him, which must surely mean that you know him personally. I'm a big fan of a 13-year-old child. Well, I mean, like an actor. I think child actor is a little different. How did I give away so much? So the two of you are acquainted. This is surely an important clue. I don't know exactly what the connection is between you and Sean, but I know for certain that it exists. You've as good as told us that it does. Please, Judge Gavel, you have to help us try to find him. What's her age? 26, I think. It's like 26, I think. Help you? That would never be allowed. By whom? The goddess of justice? By the one person who knows where he is. At last, the puzzle pieces are finally starting to fall into place. I know why you're so reluctant to tell us anything. Admit it, he's been kidnapped, hasn't he? Yep. Judge Gavel, I need you to tell me the truth. All of it. Very well, this time. I will tell you everything. Your intuition was correct. Sean has been kidnapped. I knew it. But why does that have anything to do with you? Sean is... He's my son. What? Okay, I didn't think of that. Oh, she's lying. Well, we may not have found out what she and President Wang were talking about, but we found out something just as important. Sean has been abducted. Not exactly the endgame I was expecting, but that's checkmate nonetheless. No, she's lying. No, she's covering up for Shelly. She's definitely covered up for Shelly. No, because she would have had him at 13. I don't even think that's merely possible. No. She's 26. He's 13. She would have been 13 when she had him. No. Nope. What? You're Sean's mom? Judge Gavel? No way. Come on, you're too young. At least somebody has a brain. It's true. I am Sean's mother. Look. Oh boy. No, don't let this be weird. A magazine clipping. An article about Sean. You always carry this with you? Yes, everywhere I go. I guess you can call it a kind of talisman. That certainly speaks to the bond between them. It's definitely got to be like siblings. No way. And you're sure he's been kidnapped? Unfortunately, yes. I received a phone call from the kidnapper just before the trial began. Did they make any demands? Only one. That Fifi Lagarde be found not guilty. Come on, Miles. Use that noggin of yours, buddy. Well, that certainly explains what we saw in there. FBI! Yeah, it's not... No. Doesn't have to be biological. I mean, it could be adopted, I guess, but... She didn't say that. I think she would have said adopted son. 26-year-old grandmas? I say it's very possible, sadly. But, I mean, that's a rare case right there. That's why he came so close to declaring her innocent. I have failed in my duties to the law. I am a judge. If I cannot arbitrate with impartiality, I make a mockery of justice. And yet I try to force through a ruling based on nothing but my own self-interests. Judge Gavel, the goddess must be furious with me, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't sacrifice my son on the altar of justice. I couldn't remain impartial when it mattered most. Of course you couldn't. Are you crazy? Okay. No parent could just give up on their child like that. If that makes the goddess of justice mad, then I'm sorry, but she's wrong. She really thinks that, then she's the guilty one. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. Declare the god is guilty? That's bold. Kay is right. As I told you, though we all serve the law, we are also only human. And none of us could, or should, be expected to sacrifice a child for the sake of a verdict. Thank you. Both of you. But the trial must continue. There's no escaping that. Your Honor, there you are. It seems it is time. Judge Gavel! My dad was a prosecutor. He was? Yeah, he used to work in a courtroom just like you do. And I was thinking about what he would have done if he was in your position right now. If a prosecutor were forced to insist that a suspect was guilty, that would... I know what he would have done. Anything that's what. He would have done anything to get me back. He would? So what I'm trying to say is, you can trust us. What do you mean? To get him back, to snatch him from the jaws of danger. I'm the second Yada Garasu, and if you agree to trust me, I promise I'll get him back for you. WK. The thief who steals only the truth, and perhaps one or two other things. Well, Judge Gavel, what do you say? Will you trust the great thief to steal back that which matters most to you? Mr. Edgeworth, I like to help too, if that's all right with you. Thank you. I know I am in no position to ask this of you, but please, see that he comes home safely. Oh, we will, don't worry, you can count on us. Here, take my cell phone. The kidnapper may call again. You'll get it back, along with your son, I promise. I'll do everything I can to draw out the trial. Yeah, there's definitely something gonna happen. It's definitely not her son. I refuse to believe it. But I don't imagine I can give you more than about 2 hours at best. 2 hours. I guess that's until 2 p.m. Please, I'm counting on you. Tunneled by a drone, Mobby. And here I thought the great thief was on sabbatical. Well, hold on to your hat because she's back in business. All right, let's do this. My first commission. I can't afford to mess it up. In that case, we better start looking right away. I love these two, bruh. The duo. Where to begin? Perhaps we should see if Sean left any clues behind at the big building. Hey, what are you doing giving orders? This is a great thief operation. I'm in charge now. Is that so? Then what am I? You're my assistant. First assistant to the great thief Yadagarasu. Talk about an honor. I've been relegated to thief's assistant. All right, let's go to work. Team Yadagarasu, move out. Aw, I love how he's playing along with it, bro. How can you not love Miles after these games, bro? All right, here we are. Ready? On 3. Just follow my lead. You'll be fine, okay? What exactly are you talking about? Even in the depths of night. Hey, your turn. Keep up, will ya? Why are you making me do this? Because the great thief Yatagarasu just arrived at the scene of the crime, dummy. How is anybody supposed to know that if we don't announce your appearance? Maybe a thief, but I most certainly am not. Gah, fine, I'll do it on my own. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu. I'm very much aware of who you are, thank you. Now shall we get on with this investigation? Ugh, you're no fun at all. You don't have time for fun. We have less than 2 hours, in fact. We better get started. This beefy motherfucking dog. Oh, hey, Miss Edgeworth. Long time no see. Hey, Will. It was a cute video. I won't lie. It was a very cute video. Wait, this is Will Powers. He's an action star I met on an old case. He's also the man behind the mask of the one and only Steel Samurai. Your longtime hero, Miles. Long time no see, indeed. Nice to meet you. I'm Kay Faraday, great thief. Mr. Wedgeworth has been working as my assistant. Good to meet you, but thief? Mr. Wedgeworth has been assisting a thief? Let's not worry about that for now. We'd like to ask you what happened this morning, if that's all right. Sure. I don't know if I can be of much help to you, but sure. So he'll be one of Sean's work colleagues. I guess we better just dive right in. I heard you were investigating this one, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, yes. But I'm not the prosecutor in charge, of course. But if your Kay here's assistant, I guess this is her case? No, that's simply... I can see you're an intelligent man. You're right, of course. I'm in charge of this one. Don't encourage her. All right, I'll need you to give me straight answers. First of all, this case. Have you noticed anything weird? Perhaps you can give me your impressions? Is that supposed to sound like me? My impressions? I guess my main concern is no offense to the victim and all, but is it all over for the production? Are we done? I can't help but worry. I think it's probably safe to assume that you are. At least for now. Right? Ugh, I knew it. What a bummer. We don't have the location for much longer either. Because you were due to finish shooting soon? No, because they're due to start building. That lot won't be empty for so long. It's gonna be the Millennium Tower! I knew the empty lot was becoming the Millennium Tower. They were letting us use it while they got ready to make a start. I guess the plan was to shoot the rest on a lot back at Global Studios. I'm so worried about everything. But with people spreading all these rumors too. Rumors? Yeah, this journalist keeps coming around. Y'all been hiding real monsters on their set of yours. Oh my god. Yeah, like I said, it was cute. It was just meant to be cute. Y'all can't do that. I'm gonna expose y'all. She was always saying stuff like that. I think I know exactly who this journalist might be. Yeah, the photographer, right? I thought you maybe knew her. But you're not, are you? Hiding real monsters, I mean? Are you kidding? If they have real monsters to call on, I'd be out of a job. So you've all been working hard on the movie? Yeah, it's the first time I've been on a reboot of an old series. This one's been a real challenge for me and everybody else over at Global Studios. If only they put this kind of energy into making a new Steel Samurai show or something. Edgeworth wants to do. Edgeworth's just like us, bro. So impatient, dog. What role are you playing in this one? Me? I'm Tarasaurus himself. No way! So you're the star? Well, not quite. I'm in a costume, see? My face won't ever appear on screen. Really? Still, that's pretty amazing. I wish I could wear a costume like that. Hey, do you think I could try it on sometime? I'd settle for just climbing inside one of the horns. I'd love to say yes, but that's not how it works. Can't really climb inside that part. Oh, I get it. Because I'm an outsider, right? It's not the issue at all here, okay? Can I ask you a couple of questions about Sean? Sean? Oh, sure. Penny told me what happened. He just disappeared, right? Yeah, sounds like him. Does he do that a lot? Yeah, kinda. If we take five mid-shoot, You look around sometimes and he's just gone. Do you have any idea where he might have headed off to? Sorry, no. I did see him leaving the set, though. Huh? You did? Where was he headed? He got on the site bus. I was checking some equipment over, and by the time I looked back up, he was gone. The site bus? I wonder if he left any clues behind. Do you mind if we take a look inside the bus, Mr. Powers? Sure. You have to excuse the mess, though. Alright, let's see what we can find. It's a map of the area around the big building. Let's take a closer look. So a big building, Sunset Station. Yeah, you would have had to push real far to get over there, bro. Sundown Sanitation Park, Days End Mall, Mornington Park, Sunshine Coliseum. We know that place. I don't really buy into all that stuff. But they do say the light from the sun in the morning gives you more wrinkles, right? And why are we talking about this? Why do you think? Because they called it Mornington Park. I'd certainly like to be basking in the morning sunshine without a care in the world right now. Oh ho! Hey there, pal! Quite a long face, huh? I think you ought to maybe lighten up a little bit. Did you take on any passengers here this morning? Did the witch wear a pointy hat? You bet I did. Just the one fare, mind you. And? Who was the passenger? It was two guys. Had on these black suits. Real sharp looking. Did they have a boy with them? This boy? Like I said, it was just the two of them. Alright, never mind. Thank you for your help. I thought we might be onto something there. But, no look. They took the taxi from the big building. They didn't have a child. Two men. Huh? I'm not a prosecutor anymore, but he doesn't need to know that, I guess. Good day to you too, officer. Can I ask you why you've been posted here? Me? Oh, I'm just keeping an eye on things. Excellent. Then perhaps you can tell me if any vehicles have come in or out of here this morning. None except that taxi and the blue truck over there, sir. Only two vehicles have come in or out. That could be useful to know. He's not wrong, it does. Huh? What are you doing, Mr. Edgeworth? Why you touched the truck? The engine's cold, which means it's been here for a while. No way, you can tell just from that? If it's been parked here a while, I guess the driver might not be nearby either. We don't really have time to stand around waiting until they get back. Blue truck. We're gonna have a lot of evidence by the end of this, aren't we? There's an array of filming equipment here. Are you getting around to shoot something? No, nothing scheduled for today at this location. It's just a case has gone missing. Case? What is he talking about? Yeah, all the stuff there is normally stored inside a large case. But I look away for 5 minutes and it's wandered off somewhere. Sounds like there's a thief around here. What exactly was taken? Just a case, as far as I can tell. There's something poking out of it. Videotape? Huh? We use these when we're shooting. Why would Sean have one? Is there something you wanted to record? This could be a clue. Do you have a way for us to check what's on the tape? Sure. There's a couple of monitors set up right over there. Alright, hit play. Oh, Jesus. Wait, is that what they called him, Sean? It's Sean. Is he rehearsing his lines? There's a clearly visible footprint right there, which means this must be from last night. Yeah, he does this sometimes. When he's not happy with a scene, he borrows the equipment and goes over it on his own time. Wow, he's really dedicated, huh? Sure is. He may be young, but he takes his craft seriously. You gotta admire it. Well, that part of it, at least. The using the kit without asking part, not so much. And he would have been able to use the equipment on his own? Sure. If all he wanted to do was shoot something. Pretty basic. Huh? What is it, Kay? Where did Sean go? He ran off somewhere. Just left the camera running? It stopped. Guess he ran out of tape. So that's all that's on there? Sean's rehearsal? It's midpast midday already. You think Judge Gavelle and the others are doing okay? I'm not sure. How long is it realistically possible to drag out proceedings, I wonder? I mean, you've done it before, Edgeworth. We have to find Sean. And we do. Aw, heck. Not like that, dang it. Oh, boy. Oh, it's her. That's right. She's like her, assistant. How do you think we're gonna get a scoop like that? Sorry, Chief. My bad. How many times I gotta say it? We're scoop fiends. Wild critters that survive on scoops and scoops alone. Every second we ain't scooping, we're starving. It's scoop or die out here. Yes, Chief. Oh, look who it is. Although I can't help but wish it wasn't. Who are those two gay here? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. We should go talk to them. Should we? Ugh, fine. I am exactly why. I mean, I am exactly the same as you, Miles. Ugh, fine. Well, if it ain't my good friend Ruffles, good to see y'all again. And you, Miss Lloyd, but how come you're here if you don't mind me asking? Oh, they kind of dropped the whole case out of nowhere. Packed me up and shipped me home without so much a slap on the wrist. Guess it was their way of saying, you keep up the good work now. They did seem kind of keen to get me to never ever mention the whole thing ever again, though. What is happening? Every single case in this game is being, like, reverted right now. Yes, because you weren't part of the official story of the attempt on the president's life. I can't afford to have you getting in the way of that. Oh, well, there you go. Never mind. But Mr. Edgeworth, telling Tabby not to talk is like trying to stop a dam from bursting with a piece of tape. Not exactly the most delicate way of putting it. Wrote up the whole thing, of course. Every last detail, plus a few of my own. Handed it to the paper. Hopes all high and all. But nothing. Not a peep. Somebody putting pressure on them? Or the details you added a little too gratuitous, perhaps. Both seem equally plausible, unfortunately. What are you doing here at the big building? Are you reporting on something? Hey, maybe I didn't make this clear enough the first time we met. But you want a report to scratch your back? You gotta scratch hers first if you catch my meaning. You mean you want me to give you something you can use for an article? Bingo! And it better be good. Because if it ain't, this conversation's over. I do need to know about what might have happened to Sean. Perhaps I could show her a piece of evidence and see if she has anything to give me in return. Miss Lloyd, this picture. Excuse me. Say no more, Ruffles. I already know what you're gonna ask. Huh? You do? You're looking for him, right? The kid? What? You just can't get out from under the drama, huh? Wherever he goes, the bodies follow. Miles Edgeworth, trouble magnet. Pretty much sums you up, right? My reputation really so sordid? And now, you done got yourself wrapped up in a kidnapping, too. Crazy. How does she know? How do you know about that? Shh, pipe down, will ya? Can't be talking about this stuff too loud. I ain't even told the chief about it. Gotta keep it on the down low, okay? That ain't a cat I want out of the bag just yet. Seriously, how do you know about it? Seriously, surely Judge Gavelle hasn't told anybody except us. I bet you just love to know, wouldn't you? Well, you can't. It's a secret. She's as stubborn as ever, it seems. Hey, quit staring at me like that. I ain't sharing nothing with that thundercloud of a face. I'm gonna mind Chesser. So, you know something, right? Sure do. Truth is, I done saw it. Little kid being bundled up by two shady characters in black suits. What? Do you know where they went? Nope, don't got a clue. It was kind of far away when I spotted them. Lost sight pretty quick. Dang it. Still, at least we know something about our kidnappers now. Yes, 2 men in black. Miss Lloyd calls you Chief, doesn't she? Sure does, because that's exactly what I am. She's my #1 cub reporter. She's my unique brand of shutterbugging caught her eye, so she came to me to learn the trade. She may be a scribbler, not a snapper, but the both of us are hungry for scoop soup 24/7. Besides, who doesn't want to be called Chief, right? Miss Hart's pictures are what drew Miss Lloyd to her. I suppose it's no surprise that this particular Chief attracted an apprentice with such unique tastes. Sure, she didn't score no big stories just yet, but she's hungry. Boy, is she hungrier than me, even. And she wants a Taurosaurus exclusive better than a coyote wants a chicken. She's been turning this place upside down all day looking for leads. She has? Maybe she knows something about the kidnapping. You should ask her, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Agreed. We need all the help we can get to find Sean. I can think of one piece of evidence that might encourage her to tell us what we need to know. Damn, I wish I did that beforehand. So, now that the story of the underground auction is in the bag, what's next? Come on, as if you need to ask. Taurosaurus, that's what. Fate done dropped right in my danged lap, snuck in upstairs to cover the auction. And then he shows up right on the doorstep and stomps big old footprints everywhere for good measure. Do you have a particular news outlet in mind for this big scoop? Huh, does a bear do its business in the woods? I got me 2 or 3 of mine. They'll be all over this like a rash. Heck, there's even one right here in the big building. Tabby and me we're in and out. We're in and out of there all the time. I mean, mostly on account of how fond they seem to be of throwing us out on our ears, but still. It sounds as if they're both more out and in. Oh, excuse me. So we've learned a little something about the kidnappers. Miss Lloyd saw 2 men take Sean away. And the taxi driver remembers giving 2 similar-looking men a ride. They must be the same people, right? I'd say it's a distinct possibility, yes, but there's one thing that doesn't make sense. The taxi driver said specifically that the 2 men didn't have a child with them. Oh yeah, that is weird. Could it be the kidnapper who stole the case? Wait, you mean... Yes, what if they put Sean inside of it? He's little enough that he fit, I guess. So the reason the taxi driver didn't see him might be that he was loaded into the trunk as baggage. Why do they need to hide him? I imagine they may not have planned to originally, but they didn't count on there being a police presence here in the plaza. Right, that makes sense. They didn't want the officer on duty to see them going off with Sean. So they took a rather drastic measure. That must be it. All right, let's go see what the taxi driver can tell us. 2 men you told us about. Did they have any baggage with them? Boy, did they. A giant case. Wasn't easy getting that thing in the trunk, I tell you. That settles it. That must have been the kidnappers. Where did you take these 2 men, if you don't mind me asking? Look, I can see this is important. How about I give you a ride there? That's a great idea. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, thank you. Hey, my pleasure, folks. Thanks, taxi driver.